Hi, my name's Sandeep Bhatia of Beaumont Law Practice Solicitors based in South Harrow. I specialize in employment law, but that's not why I'm here today. I'm here for a bit of fun. This is episode 1 of the Lockdown Lowdown, where I will recommend for your delectation and delight a film to watch, a CD to listen to, a box set to chew through, and occasionally, if you're lucky, a bit of technological advice. So let's firstly start with the film, and the film I'm going to select is 61 years old, but don't let that put you off. It's as fresh as the day that it was released, and that film is Alfred Hitchcock's North by Northwest. Now, I rate this film extremely highly. In fact, it's one of my all-time favorites. And you may ask, why is that? Well, I think this is the template for all action adventure films that have come through since. I think without this film, there would not be a James Bond franchise, there would not be a Bourne franchise, there would not be a Mission Impossible franchise or a Die Hard franchise. This sets the template for all of them, and in my opinion, does the whole action adventure thing far better than any of those. And there are multiple reasons for that. One is the set pieces are stunning. The chase or encounter between Cary Grant and a crop duster is amazing, as is the conclusion on Mount Rushmore. There is spiky, witty dialogue, a very strong female lead in the form of Eva Marie Saint, and wittiness, which is lacking in some of the other films. The production values are very high, and the music is amazing as well and adds to the whole experience. So I can wholeheartedly recommend North by Northwest on CD, well, DVD, Blu-ray, or on your favorite streaming service. If you haven't seen it already, you're in for an absolute treat. Swiftly moving on then to the CD, I've chosen today, for your listening pleasure, Nitin Sawhney's Beyond Skin. And this is my personal CD from 1999. It's a CD I still listen to today and still love. Last year, it celebrated its 20th anniversary, and I was lucky enough to see Nitin in concert at the Royal Albert Hall when he played the whole of this album with a multitude of amazing musicians. Now, to explain why this is such a great album, I need to explain the essence of Nitin's music. Nitin has a knowledge of all types of music. There's the middle of the road music he listened to on his father's knee. There are all types of Indian music he was influenced by growing up in the household of his parents. There is flamenco music. There is any form of music you care to mention. And what Nitin does, I think, in a way that very few other musicians do, is to combine these different influences to create something truly original, truly breathtaking, and truly timeless. And that's what he's done with this album. He's brought together so many amazing musicians in different genres and has created something which stands the test of time. So I can wholeheartedly recommend that album to you. And if you like it, why not explore Nitin's other albums as well? Once again, available on CD and from all good streaming services. And streaming service is something which I will turn my attention to next as a technological matter. Now, back in the day, I used to go into CD shops and spend an absolute fortune on CDs, much to the chagrin of my wife. But nowadays, I have a subscription to a music streaming service, and I have all the music I could ever want for an affordable one-off weekly or monthly subscription. And I've tried most of the streaming services. I've settled on one, which I'll come to, but they all have their strengths and weaknesses. And the best way to try them is to try out the free trials and see which one you prefer. But this is my particular experience of streaming services. So if I go through them, the first one I ever had was Deezer, which I think is quite decent and pleasant. It's not bad, and it has hi-fi streaming quality as well, which gives you CD quality, but I think you have to pay extra for that. But you can get most of what you want out of that, so I don't dismiss it. There is Amazon Music. You get a free version of this with your Amazon subscription to Prime, which is not bad, something like 2 million free songs available, but not everything that you could ever want. There's also Amazon Music Unlimited, which is quite a good and quite an affordable service, but nothing that special, nothing that distinctive. Then there's Spotify. Spotify is the one that I sign up to, and I have a family account, so that my wife has her own account, my kids have their own account, and I have my own account, allowing us all to listen to music together for a quite affordable price. The sound quality is pretty good. It's the quality of a good MP3, and I play that through my hi-fi downstairs, and I'm fairly satisfied with it. The social elements are excellent. The music recommendation elements are excellent. The more you use it, the more it gets to know what you like, and it makes good recommendations for you. So we're very happy with Spotify. But the one area where Spotify probably falls back is its sound quality. If you want the ultimate in audio, then you've got to go for Tidal, which is considerably more expensive than Spotify, but it does have some files on there which are better than CD quality. And I had a trial subscription to its hi-fi service, and I can say that the sound quality is superb. So if you purely want sound quality and you can afford the £20 plus a month that Tidal costs, then that is the way to go. But my recommendation is the best overall package, all things considered, is Spotify, the premium version or the family version. There is a free version which is pretty good, but the sound quality is not as good as the premium version, and you're going to have adverts, and you can't normally listen on a mobile phone to tracks in the order that you want to. We'll just juggle them around. But for free and for background music, you really can't go wrong with Spotify's free subscription, as it were. So that's a bit of technology thrown in for good measure in this first Lockdown Lowdown. And finally, I'm going to go to a box TV set for your delectation and delight. In fact, I'm going to go for 2 box sets for the price of one, because they are interlinked, and both can be found on Netflix, or you can buy the box sets online. They are the duo that is Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Now, Breaking Bad finished, I think, in 2013, but it ran for several seasons, and it was a series which showed the descent of a mild-mannered chemistry teacher called Walter White into a meth-producing drug baron who looks for other ways to make money when he's diagnosed with cancer, and it shows his moral degeneration with a great deal of humor, its effect on his family and its effect on his behavior. And he has a colleague along for the ride called Jesse, who's one of his flunky students, who becomes a great double bill between Bryan Cranston, who plays Walter White, and Aaron Paul, who plays Jesse. I can wholeheartedly recommend that. Now, when Breaking Bad finished, what the creator Vince Gilligan did was to take one of the smaller character parts from Breaking Bad and to create a prequel based around that character. And that character in Breaking Bad is called Saul Goodman. And he's a lawyer with a wonky moral compass. In other words, someone who in this country would not be tolerated by the Solicitors Regulation Authority. And Better Call Saul shows the descent of this public defender called Jimmy into a cartel-loving lawyer with, as I said, a wonky moral compass. And it's his journey from one end to the other. The series is still in production. As I say this, the last episode of Series 5 is going to go out and be available in the UK on Tuesday. And there's then going to be one more series. So your choices are either to start off with Better Call Saul because it's a prequel and watch that through, wait for Series 6 and then watch Breaking Bad. Or you can do what all of us did first time around, which is watch Breaking Bad and then watch Better Call Saul, knowing what's going to happen after Better Call Saul comes to end. And one of the joys is that some of the characters you see in Breaking Bad are reincarnated and brought back, and you can see their backstory. It is a fabulous ensemble cast in Better Call Saul. Bob Odenkirk playing Saul in both series. The fantastic Rhea Seehorn, who plays his girlfriend Kim Wexler. Giancarlo Esposito, who plays Gus Fring, a drug baron in both series, who runs a chicken joint as a front for his drug activities. And there's a character called Mike, who is quite amazing. And I wholeheartedly recommend both box sets to yourselves. So that's the first Lockdown Lowdown. I hope you like it, and I'll probably do some more again. Let me know what you think. I'm going to put this up on Facebook and Twitter. And I'm Sandeep Bhatia, Beaumont Law Practice Solicitors. I specialize in employment law, and there's a lot of coronavirus job retention scheme and what's available for the self-employed that I've put up on my website, www.beaumonth-law.co.uk, for you to look at. It's under the blog section there. So for the time being, this is Sandeep Bhatia signing off and wishing you happy watching and listening. Bye.